Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to grow lettuce indoor inside a solo cup that you can harvest over and over and over again. I've done this video before where I show the harvest, so if you haven't seen the video yet, I'll link it to you below. Today I'm going to show you how to do that. The items you will need are very simple. We're going to use solo cups. I recycle this. What you need to do is use any utensil and cut a hole in the bottom of this cup. Then you also need another cup without the hole, and one will go inside the other like that. The top one will be filled up with soil. To speed things up, I went ahead and do that already. So as you can see, there's a hole there, and that's my soil. You can use any type of soil you like. The soil I use here is the seed starting mix that I bought from Home Depot. And you need some seedlings. I started this a few days ago for my hydroponic system, and I always put more than one just in case one of them doesn't grow. I'm gonna select one of these out, pull it out of there, and place it in the soil. Hopefully I don't damage the roots. Let's do that real quick. So you have to be very careful because the roots are all entangled down here, and it digs itself into the rock wool. So you can just try to tear it off with it. It's very important you don't damage the root. Okay, there you go. I got one. I just need one. I don't need two. Here we are. So I'll select this one because this has a longer root system. And I'm probably just gonna use this for something else. What we'll do now is just transplant that seedling into here, and initially we're gonna water it from the top until the roots grow out into the second cup, and that's when I'm gonna start to feed it hydroponic nutrients. And I pre-mix my nutrients into this little container. I'll show you the routine as we go along. I'm gonna document the entire process. You can see exactly what happens. So I'll just plant that all the way to the bottom. Be careful not to damage the root because that's a very important part. Alright, there we go. That is all you have to do. You always want the soil to be moist. Don't water it too much. You always want to keep it just as a moist level, semi-dry, just not too wet that the roots will be damaged. That's all you do for now. I'll come back in a few weeks and let you see how large this thing becomes. And if there are roots down here, I'll show you how to feed it hydroponic nutrients. That's all for now. Okay, today has been exactly 3.5 weeks. Initially, I wanted to do updates every 2 weeks, but I've been so busy. So here they are, 3.5 weeks later. They're grown really well. As I mentioned, I was going to show you the feeding routine. As you can see at the bottom of this little container, there is some roots there. So when they get about this size, they'll shoot out roots to the bottom of the cup. And here's a better view of this. So basically what you want to do now is every morning you would take the container and then lift this up. And then you give it a little bit of hydroponic nutrients, just about that much. When the plants are this size, you don't really need too much. And that's how you feed it every morning. So this is the progress in 3.5 weeks. I'll try to do more regular updates to show you the progress. So in the next 2 weeks, I will let you see what it looks like. Maybe we will be doing some harvesting by then. Alright, it has been 5 weeks exactly, and my lettuce have pretty much outgrown the cups. What we're gonna do today is cut down one of the plant and leave the other one as it is. What I'm trying to show you guys is how to get a continuous harvest anytime you need to have something to eat. And also, I'd like to show you the feeding routine. When they're this size, they soak up water very, very fast. So if you leave it for 2 to 3 days, they will dry out and start to wilt. You'll have to water it every morning because the containers are so small. With larger containers, you can do it less. So when they're this size, you don't have to water from the top anymore, because it's kind of difficult to lift this up and then give it some water. What I normally do is take my hydroponic nutrients, and then you can lift the cup like this. You're gonna have to give it more nutrients because the lettuce is so big, it soaks it up very fast. Give it a good amount to about that first line there. So that's pretty good. It's about an inch of water. And then when you put this cup back on, the water will soak up to around right here. And then the lettuce will drain that up completely. Then the next day you have to start it all over again. Alright, let's cut one of this down and we'll see how much we get. Okay, here's a good amount of lettuce for a salad, and that's what we'll leave. In a few days, about a week, it'll start to grow back, and then I'll come back and show you what they look like. And in that week that comes, we'll cut this off, and then you have this one ready to go. So I'll stop it here, and then I'll update you guys in about a week or so. Okay, it has been exactly 1 week since we cut off this lettuce entirely. A week later, it has grown back quite a bit. And the other one, look at the size of this thing. It's grown very well. Today, we're going to cut this down, leave this aside for a week, and then this will be ready by next week. You can repeat the process over and over, up to 4 to 5 times. Let's go ahead and cut this down, and I will show you how much we have. Okay, look at this. This is what we have. A pretty good amount for a salad there. That's what the lettuce will look like and how much of it is left. By next week, this will grow much more. Then we'll harvest this, while this will start to grow. So again, you just repeat the entire process over and over and over again. And I was able to get this to produce up to 6 times in my other video. So I'll link you to that video if you have not seen it already. As you can see, you can grow a very good amount of lettuce in small cups, and you can harvest it over and over and over again. So I hope you guys try this method out. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave it below, and thank you for watching.